in 1955, 1956, this solidarity of the Afro-Asian peoples, a conference at a place called Bandung, Indonesia, where Chinese leaders and African leaders and Asian leaders met and agreed on solidarity and economic development in the future.
Image of China, Africa, Latin America solidarity has been very much deeply embedded in my memory. But that solidarity, where is that today? Does it still survive in the 21st century? What is the relationship now between China and Africa?
This is extremely important to study Africa because Africa, seen from, let's say, China, seems a very remote part of the world. And usually Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, is associated to negative perception. I would say that this is not true.
We're now entering a new stage of international relations when these so-called South-South countries started to develop relations independent of the West or of the Europe.
We need more ideas, fresh ideas on how to solve problems in China and Africa. Great stuff.
More and more trade flows are never touching ground in the global north. They're going between countries in the global south, like African countries and China.
China is now an example of accelerated development and all sorts of important structural transformations at the economic, social level, which are very relevant for what is happening in some African countries or what could happen in the near future in African countries.
Africa is definitely the most fast-changing continent in the world, and this offers a great opportunity for a generation of new thoughts and debates.
The relationship between China and Africa is becoming more and more stronger in many different perspectives, like consumptions, like also constructions, like also education, that it is really an obvious topic. Therefore, I invite people to take part of this study.
In Guangzhou, where there are a significant African population living in that city, from that point I was pretty shocked by the fact that yesterday's third world brothers become our business partners.
Africa is the continent with the most languages in the world. Africa is the continent with the most natural resources in the world. And of course, we don't have to say anything more about China in terms of mosts, because there are many. So, if you do study the relationship between China and Africa and Chinese and Africans, then you will know something about a relationship which actually few people know about, but should very much know about. In Xiaobeilu area and around Guangzhou, will have lived here for long term, and some of them have married local Chinese and are raising families here.
Why study China and Africa?
I mean, why not?
Because you will be able to discover things no one has ever looked at before.